Welcome to the North Ottawa County Schools Monthly Update Show. I'm Chris Vignery, School Superintendent. Today I'm with our junior senior high school art teacher, Tami Constable. Tami's been with the school now for 4.5 years. She's been an art educator for over 21 years, and twice she has been nominated for the National Art Educator of the Year. And so we are very fortunate to have her as our art teacher. So, Ms. Constable, as I understand, with your art program, it's based on the 4 areas of discipline-based art. Can you explain that to me?
Correct. Well, first of all, the basis of all art is art history, the story of where we come from. Also, without art, the documentation of history would be almost obsolete, because that's where a lot of the, of course, through artifacts and cave paintings, those kind of things, that's where we got our story. But also, if the kids have an understanding of the styles and the things that happened in art history, they can apply it to what they're doing today. For example, several kids have been doing things with finger painting and thick paint and impasto paint, and that comes from the style of Monet, and they actually have an understanding of some of those artists that created some of those art forms, and so they take that with them into what they're doing now. After that, we focus on production. The kids are constantly in production. We don't have much downtime. We don't do a lot of book study work, that kind of stuff. We're always focused on art production. And then also after art production, I teach them criticism. And so for them to be able to critique their works themselves, they have to have a knowledge of the vocabulary of art, which comes from the elements and principles of art, which they start their first year with me, actually a little bit in junior high, but their first year with me, they study the elements and principles of art. And that way they can analyze their own artwork, they can analyze other artwork through the basis of vocabulary, which the elements and principles of art are things like rhythm and perspective and balance, and those are the type of things that they learn to communicate with. And then after learning their criticism skills, we talk about aesthetics, like what looks good, just even in things like the new building, things that they're balanced well or color coordinated or those kind of things, just in the way they dress and the way things appear. And so they spend time on aesthetics also. So those are my 4 areas that I focus on to have them leave here with a little knowledge of what they're talking about when they analyze art in the real world or they produce art in the real world. So.
Well, thank you. And if you have an opportunity, we are in the art room, and as you can see, we're very comfortable here today. I think if you're a student, I said you might as well join art, hopefully, and get a chance to relax in these chairs. These are absolutely a wonderful place to relax. The only thing we're missing is the coffee, but otherwise, a lot of great artwork that I see around here. So what classes do you offer?
What happens, they come in as freshmen in the class Art 1, and the core of that class is, again, the elements and principles. They spend several weeks, we just study and test over that vocabulary so that they can speak with me about what they're doing. And then what I do after we've gone through the elements and principles, we start out by hitting each medium at least once. So they start with pencil and studying value, which is the most important thing that I teach any of the 4 years, is how to use a pencil correctly in regards to the value scales. And then after we've spent some time on pencil, we transition into color pencil, pen and ink, scratch art, color pencil, pastel. We just kind of, every medium we give them a taste of in Art 1. And then Art 2, I give them specific assignments to expand on what I taught them in Art 1, a little bit more in-depth assignments. And then in Art 3, they become it becomes their own program. They build it. They are then considered advanced. So what they do is they will do 3 large projects and 3 small projects per semester, and they get to pick the mediums that those are in. So they actually have to pick out their assignments. They have to, go about with the process of stretching the canvases all themselves, all that stuff. They also get to work at their own speed. So if they get to the last day of semester and they have 2 projects done, then they have to get the other 4 done. But they usually do a good job of that. And then the next thing is art exploration, and that is where you pick one medium. So for example, if you enjoy oil painting, you can spend a semester just oil painting. Or if you enjoy graphic design, you can spend a whole semester doing graphic design. And that's the one class I did kind of forget to mention. Graphic design, we have added that in the last couple of years, and it's growing. We have Macintoshes. The kids are heavy in regards to learning about typography and kerning and balance and all the things that you need for graphic design, but we use it through the program of Photoshop mostly. The kids are really doing a great job with that. We've worked for several clients creating logos. We've done some promotional work. We're doing some banners for the new gym. There's been business cards and also senior pictures that they've done for other people. So they're working in the process of how to please a client and to compete with each other, because graphic design is so extremely competitive. So that's kind of where we are with that. And so that's how the classes are set up.
So you mentioned freshman through senior. It's eighth graders. Can they take your class as well?
Eighth graders take my class for a semester. It is focusing on the elements of art. What I have done with my program is I have taken what is equivalent to, in most schools, to the Art 1 class in high school, and I've moved it down to 8th grade. So basically our 8th graders are taking an Art 1 high school class. That makes our Art 1 class a little more advanced. But that way we get a head start, and so and then you can see our production level is pretty high, and that's partly because we're doing a high school equivalent Art 1 class with our 8th graders. And our classes are mixed, so after you're in high school, there will be freshmen, sophomore, junior, seniors all in the class, all together, working together. That's a really good thing, because my advanced kids are able to pour into our incoming kids, and I can show them a lot, but they all have their own styles. They've learned things, and so their input, they're co-teaching with me, in essence, with those younger kids, and so they do a fabulous job of it.
Do our students have the opportunity to go to contests?
All the time, yes.
All the time.
We work. Our year focus on April is a heavy show month for us. We do some single shows where individuals will enter throughout the year, but together in unison we go to Cloud County to their college art show, and that's just for art club students. We go to the State of Kansas high school art show at Fort Hays State and compete well there, really well every single year. We also have our league show that we compete at, and then we have our home show that we compete at. So 4 shows that we go together in unison, and then individual shows that open the door for us throughout the year that certain students will enter on their own. So that's kind of.
All right, so I understand that we are hosting this year our league art show.
We are hosting.
When is that?
That is April 26th. We have, of course, all the schools in the league coming here for the day. We will have, students will not have school that day, but teachers will still be here. But we have 6, I believe, or 7 workshops going on from different area artists from around Kansas are coming in. We have a photographer coming in, a graphic designer. We have some students showing metalworking. We have typography and altered book workshop. We have a watercolor artist that just came back from Paris. Just a variety for the kids to get a taste of different things. A lot of kids from other schools haven't done some of the things that we have done too, so they get a taste of some of the stuff that we do. Also, we have the Kansas figure drawing group coming in, and they're going to have students pose and they will do figure drawings of them, so that's kind of fun. We have 2 wonderful judges, Beth DeMont from Harrington, Barbara Stevenson from Downs coming in to judge, and we have food catered in. It's a very big event, and it's a lot of work, but I have the best group of kids to pull it off. They've went to so many, and they've picked things out that they want to do, so I'm excited to have this group help me with that. So.
Do the art students from the other schools come as well, or is it just the pieces?
Each school brings around 30 kids, 34 kids with them, and of course hundreds and hundreds of pieces of art.
So if you're from the public and you want to come look at it, is there a set time that they can come look at it?
Judging will run from about 9 to noon, and at that point they will open the gym, and it's in the North Gym. They will open the gym, and it will stay open for people to walk through until about 2. Some schools have to take down to get home about 1:30, but the doors are open at noon at that point for them to come see all the artwork and what the judges have selected.
All right, well thank you. At this time we're going to take a short break, and then we'll come back with some of our high school students who are a part of our high school art club. Thank you.
Eagle Communications is the leader in advertising. We can put your business in front of thousands of customers during the most watched shows, including local and national sports. Let our employee owners target customers with affordable advertising in over 40 popular TV networks and online with Facebook, Google, and YouTube. From crafting your message to video production, let our team help your business grow. Call today, 785-200-6030. Eagle Communications, our community connected.
All right, well, welcome back to our show. As you can see, I have students with me. These are some of our high school art club students. There are 32 students in all in our high school art club. But today, I'm going to let them introduce themselves, and I'm going to ask a few questions. Go ahead.
I'm Kayla Tribble. I'm a senior.
I'm Jose de la Cruz. I'm a junior.
I'm Carlin Blake, and I'm a senior.
I'm Felipe Contreras, and I'm a junior.
I'm Paige Robbins, and I'm a senior.
I'm Carly Shoup, and I'm a senior.
I'm Kaylin Blake, and I'm a senior.
I'm Gabby Martinez, and I'm a freshman.
I'm Kirsty Nelson, and I'm a freshman.
I'm Casey Grigg, and I'm a freshman.
All right, well, thank you. As you can see, we've got freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors. And so the first question I want to ask, I'm going to ask Carly here a question. Carly was a part of Kansans'
As talented as you think.
As Talented as You Think show, and I want her to explain what she got to do with this.
Well, basically, this painting behind me, it's a girl with her organs exposed. I'm going to wait for the bell. You send in a picture of your piece that you made, and there's several different categories like photography, charcoal, painting, drawing, and then you send in a description with it explaining how it relates to Kansas. And so mine, I titled it Her Heart Beats for You, and she's about the 1920s, 1930s era, and it was about how her heart beats for the veterans that went ahead of her and that were able to create freedom for her. And I ended up being a finalist for it, and so my art was all throughout January up in the Capitol building to be shown.
Awesome. So is there anything that goes after that? You've shown it in the Topeka building. What happens next?
I mean, they have a calendar that comes out, but mine, there's another painting that got put into the calendar because they only picked 12 for those. So mine just showed in the art show, and I guess I just got to put it on a resume for college.
Well, there you go. So what are you going to do? You're a senior, so you're going to be heading on to college, and what's your major looking at, and minor?
I'm going to go to Fort Hays State University and major in nursing with a minor in art.
A minor in art, good. Okay. I've got a question here. We've got the 3 pictures up there. Okay, who drew those? You drew those, so we'll actually have to take a look at those pictures up there. I think they're very talented, and you are, again?
I'm Kaylin Blake.
Kaylin Blake, so you're responsible for painting those. What is it about art? Have you been in art all 4 years?
Yes, I have.
And so what have you enjoyed most about art?
It's just like a release from my day. It's a big stress reliever through classes, and my schedule, so I have like a class, and then I have art class, and it really just helps me not be so stressed out about my other classes.
All right. So do you have plans for after high school?
I'm going to go to Cloud County and major in human health performances, but that's about it.
Are you going to continue drawing though?
I think I will.
I would hope
I enjoy
so.
it.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you. Paige, right?
Yeah.
How about you? What have you enjoyed about high school art?
I enjoy about high school art just getting to express myself in ways that I can't through words. I like being able to put my feelings out on paper or canvas or sculpture or whatever I'm using to say those things that might be hard for me to in person. People can visualize what I'm feeling, and it just makes me feel more at peace with myself, I guess.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
And what are your plans after high school? Do you have plans?
I'm going to Cloud County Community College to study early childhood education.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you. We're going to go to the next senior. Would you like to share what you've liked about art?
Well, I really liked the fact that I could just make a mess every day, try something new, ruin my clothes every day with paint. But it was fun because you just got to do whatever you wanted to do for a project.
All right. How about you? Plans?
I'm going to go to Cloud County for interior design.
Interior design. So that's artwork. I mean, that's art. It's a little different art. How about you?
I think the thing I enjoyed the most about art was getting to find myself and find who I was as a person through my artwork, and express myself through my artwork and show other people, hey, this is what I can do, and show everyone how unique I am with a brush.
Good. What are your plans after school?
I plan to attend Fort Hays State University and major in elementary education.
Oh, well, that's good news. All right. We can always use more teachers. The last thing I want to talk about is we started this year a program at the grade school. I believe all of these students have helped out. we basically try to have art for our kindergartners through sixth graders. As you know, we don't have art there. So this year we put together this art club with Miss Constable, being able to have art at least 5-6 times a year for these students. And the high school students here, you guys go over to the grade school and you get to work with these students. Anybody like to care about your experience? Share about it?
Sure.
Sure.
It's really great going over to the grade school because I personally have a lot of relatives in the grade school, so it's fun to be able to go over and share with them like how much we love art, and it's really fun to like watch them as we've gone throughout the year, like catch on to things like they're understanding pattern and texture and like how to like put all of this stuff together. And it's just fun to watch them get to have fun, and they're always excited for it. I've not once seen someone be upset that they're doing art. They're always like, oh sweet, it's like it's our turn to come, and it's really great to be a part of like, I don't know, giving them a part of what we so enjoy during our day. So
Thank you. Anybody else like to share with what they're doing over there? Any experience with the young students that you really enjoyed?
Felipe's scared of them.
Felipe's scared of them. Are there any, what else do you do in art club? Is there anything else that you do in art club that you enjoy, something that you do in the community?
I can answer again.
Anybody? Okay, looks like it's Carly.
Well, if you've been to the library, our public library, we did the entire mural in the kids section, and we did that all throughout the summer. We've painted a trailer for the fair, and then we've painted on this side of the Scout Hall building downtown. So just whatever community project that someone needs or wants us to do. Like our school, for example, we did a massive lion in the cafeteria, and just whenever someone wants something to brighten up their area or make it more visually pleasing, we're willing to help them out with that.
Anybody else like to share? Because I have a house that needs painted. That would be a nice art project for you.
We'll paint a big lion on it.
There, that'll be okay too. Well, thank you. I appreciate you all being here. Sometimes it takes a little bit of guts to stay on TV, and so appreciate that. And just a reminder that on April 26th is our league art show contest, art contest, and we are hosting. And so if you'd like to come and view everyone's artwork from noon to around 2 o'clock. Also on May 11th is our high school art show, just Minneapolis High School. So I believe that's in the evening. That'll probably be a 7 o'clock time frame. So April 26th and May 11th. Once again, thank you for tuning in to our show, and we'll see you next month.